Welcome to Botbotter's base reveal. Had this base for a little while, and you'll see while I give you the tour why I decided to pick a planet that's very red, even though I'm not necessarily a big fan of red. It's a paradise planet, humid, I think is what the weather's supposed to be, but no storms. Bit of traffic in the air, as you can hear, but let's show you what the base looks like. That's the base. And you can see shimmering in the distance there my brand new freighter as of today. But here is the base. It's a floating base. There's a little platform out in front. There's actually a little platform over here. This little platform is where the ship just happens to appear when I use the teleporter to come back. But there's a little jump jetpack platform there, so if you don't screw it up, which I do occasionally, but if you don't screw it up, you should be able to plop right there with plenty of jetpack to spare. Walk up. Last time I had a base, I had this down a level, so there was a round circular room there, and what you would do is you'd enter at that circular room. Behind that circular room was a couple of container vaults. And then you had a mid-room, which kind of was a bedroom, where this is, just below the main deck. But instead of having that bottom level, what I ended up doing was swapping out the bottom level for a simple cuboid room and the 3 containers. So instead of having a hallway off the back and a cuboid room off of that with the 3 containers off of it, I just went ahead and dropped the cuboid room underneath the room here. Use a lot of glass, brings up the base complexity quite a bit. A lot of doors too, as you can hear. But yeah, here's the entry room with glass all around, so you can look. Oh, looks like the sun's coming up. So let's go up one more flight. This is the main deck. The main deck has 4 landing platforms. Get visitors once in a while on my landing platform. So my new ship that I got yesterday. This is the new Blueberry Dream, or maybe Blueberry Dream upgraded. Slightly different wings, but a tail fin, which is what we were looking for, and a different engine. But big thing was the tail fin, and the wings were a bonus, because those wings are a little better. As a save point, which, as much as jumping out of the ship saves your position, I like having this here, and I like saving here. This is where I start when I start the game. Little sales terminal. Don't use this one this much because I have one up on the freighter, which I'll get to. I like having the rooms on the outside, and I also like having the rooms here. Yeah, it gets a little claustrophobic, but you don't get these railings without a door, so instead of having a door by itself, I give it a purpose of some sort. You have glass on the outside and most of the inside, so you can see through. See this ship landing over there. And we'll see in a minute why I picked this particular spot. These outside rooms all have my specialists in them. I'm kind of done with my specialists right now until they expand the missions that specialists give you. Why I picked this spot? Well, there's 2 buildings over there you can see. There's another building in the distance you can see. There's a landing platform right nearby. It's very rare to have this kind of building density. You can even see them landing there, and every once in a while you'll see somebody landing at the trade station as well as here. So lots of traffic in the area. So yeah, each of the rooms here have a specialist. The other 2 specialists in the other 2 rooms. Last thing about the base is, since I changed the layout a little bit, I ended up with enough complexity to whoops, that's not quite what I wanted to do. Let's try that again. Sometimes these ladders don't quite work the way you want them to. There we go. To put a room on the top. If I had even more complexity, I probably would have bumped this up a little bit. There's a little observation deck. Right now you can really only observe the landing platforms, which is fine. See the visitors come and go. Or look at who's flying around. You really can't see the trade station. Would be nice if I could get it up high enough to do that. But that's pretty much it for the base. go ahead and show you the new freighter, if I can find my own ship, which should be, there it is. So it's got to be one of the 4 platforms. Somebody's landing, I think, oh, right there. So let's go ahead and kick off. Freighter I found today is another unplanned move. If this freighter had been any shorter, I probably wouldn't have gone for it. But this particular body style, which is the often termed the Death Star body style, I'll fly out here for a little bit, give it a proper approach so you can see what it looks like from where'd it go? Did I fly too high? I did fly too high. There we go. There's varying numbers of side pods over here. Pairs of side pods. This has 6. I've seen it as small as 1. 6, I think, is the most that anybody's ever come across. It's got a little green in it, no big deal.
Star Destroyer.
Yeah, Star Destroyer. Did I say Death Star again? Sorry. I'm fascinated by Death Stars. I don't think this red is actually red. I think it's more of a chrome. It's just showing up as red because of the space here. Sorry, Star Destroyer. Yeah. Congratulations, Genetic Code. You're going to be on the YouTube. So, yeah, it's pretty long. I don't know if you saw my earlier freighter. My earlier freighter was skinny but long. This is wide. Let's go ahead and get into the landing pads here. Give you a little tour of the base here. Speaking of genetic code, some of the base layout is a little minor feature, is I think was genetic code's suggestion. Star Destroyer. Yes, Star Destroyer. I can remember that. That's why it's called the SD Heisenberg. Instead of just Heisenberg, or, you know, Heisenberg 2 was the last one I had. I had Pizza Roller at one time, which technically should have been Pizza Cutter, but, you know. So I've got a small grow room off to the side here. Grow some Candesium, some, whatever the heck those are, and, whatever. These things I got over here, it was Genetic Code's idea to push out an extra bit here to give the room some more stability. There is a bug. This theoretically will help the bug not occur, but I think I've seen it occur even with it. But, you know, so it's a 5x7 room for the main grow room, I should say. We've got, what is this, 22 plants of Mordite. I got 22 plants of Mordite? Yes, it's 22 plants of Mordite. 24 plus 4 is 26 plants of, I think it's called Skywort, but it's Courageous is what it gives you, so you make glass. And then I've got 10 of these guys. I was thinking of making more of the album Impure Pearls, but I figure I'll just stick with 10 right now. Pairs of everything else, I can make stuff out of that. And flip the sales terminal, this guy gets a lot of use. 7 of the containers in the back here, mainly used for moving the bases, either tearing down this base and storing all the parts until I get to the new location, new freighter, or if I'm tearing down the base downstairs, I store everything up here, move it to the new location. I do have some stuff stored in here for like the Corsigen that I've used to that would have been used to make the plants here. I should probably just get rid of that because I don't think I'm going to be bringing it back. I used to have more glass plants. Some extra materials for some stuff. This should be empty, and it is good. I just wanted to make sure because I had something in there last time I moved. So yeah, grow room on that side, and then finally down this way I have my office. There's a little bed in it, so it's my cabin. I don't even have a bed downstairs now that I think about it. Should put one in the observatory. I don't think I have the complexity for it. think I actually broke the complexity of the base downstairs. But that's the freighter, and that was the base down on the planet.